Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Meezy69 and we are back with some replays. It is Friday and we are still doing the sub replay weekend on the Saturday and Sunday, but I thought I would add this in on the Friday because these are some very special replays and the gameplay is just absolutely immense. We have 3 battles for you today and all 3 battles are just absolutely crazy. So first up we have the K91, not a tank you see very often as it was a crate tank, but it is a nice tank and it is driven by T-Zombie from the ESA clan. He's already spotted a few tanks. One of his team, the T-54 I believe, has just rushed straight in there in front of three big tanks, which allows him to get behind the waffle. The T-54 is now dead and there's 3 tanks here and you can see now the RU, just look at that RU, crazy, 500 damage he does pretty much to himself. And now he's got the AMX, he's going to try and focus on him. HE doesn't do much to the side of him and he gets all 3 shells into the AMX and now he's going to back up. The RU, he's still there, he's killed the waffle and then you see the CDC there come rushing in. Doesn't manage to get the jump, but he does manage to kill the AMX and now you have the T95. So the T95 is doing everything correctly. He's staying next to hard cover and even when he's turning he's getting close to this building so T-Zombie can't get behind, but unfortunately for him the RU is behind him the other way. And now we've got the IS-3. The CDC is taking the attention of the IS-3, so T-Zombie can sit back behind a building and reload. So he's now reloaded. The IS-3 again doesn't want to know him. He is after the CDC. He manages to kill the CDC, but T-Zombie manages to take him out. And then the ISU-152 comes storming over the ridge. He gets one last shell into him. And now he is on his own against 3. So he's still got quite a bit of HP left. But there is an SU-152 and there is a full health Tortoise. And he does get lucky because the enemy have got 3 tanks. So I've already said the Tortoise, the ISU, and there is a Centurion who is full health and he is AFK. So he pushes forward, spots the 2 TDs and he wants to focus. Now the Tortoise comes over so he can get one shot into him. He's now shot, he gets a nice bounce, gets his 2nd shell into him and he just manages to get the 3rd shell into him and now he's going to back up. Now the 2 TDs there do make a little mistake. The ISU doesn't get spotted now for a little while, probably because he's a one shot, he doesn't want to focus. But they should have known that he was on a reload and they should have pushed him. If they'd have pushed him together, maybe they could have killed him. But when you're low health, and especially the ISU, when you're one shot, you don't really want to push. And he unluckily doesn't get that last shot into the Tortoise. And again, he's hiding. He's on a reload, so he is hiding. And the ISU now is going to get spotted and he wants to take care of him. Gets a lovely bounce, clears him, 2 shells remaining. He is going to keep him. He's not going to reload because he knows the Tortoise is a one shot and he will happily take that one shell into him for the kill. Now I'm just going to speed this up a little bit because it's just him trying to find the Centurion and he just manages to find him facing the other way, gets one shot into him, switches to the HE, 2nd shot sets him on fire, he's burning, and the 3rd shot with the fire manages to clear him up for his 4th kill and a Kolobanov. So 4 kills, 6.7k damage, high gun, gets the ace, and a very, very nice battle indeed. And it goes to show that how to play the K9 one. Not many people play it, and it is a tough tank to play, but that battle was exactly how you should be playing that tank. Hiding whenever you're on a reload, and getting in the enemy's faces when you've got the 3 shells. So thank you, T-Zombie, that was a fantastic battle. But next up, you think that battle was good? This battle is just crazy. Now, it is whoopzie from Legion in the 113, and already the back chat has taken out the E5. Lovely shot into the mouse there. Just keep an eye on that mouse. Once he dies, he is so funny, and you'll understand why. He rages near enough from the minute he dies, and that shot there, that was a great shot. So he rages from the minute he dies to the minute the game is over. So whoopzie is holding this ridge. Now this ridge, you can get monster damage from this ridge. If you've got a strong turret, just like this 113, you can do monster amount of damage. As long as you've got your team with you and the enemy don't push you. And that is exactly what whoopzie does. So he's got the ISA effect now. Already he's bounced a few shots. The Grille has taken out the M103, so they are already 2 tanks down. So it's 7 against 5. And already the work is, it needs to be a massive carry. So they do manage to take out 11 PTA, and whoopzie does manage to take out the IS-8. Now, you've got the Death Star over on that island. The Grille was taken out the T-57, so it is now 4 against 5. But the back chap now dead, and nice shot there onto the side of the Death Star, and now he's going to angle up, try and side scrape, gets another shot into the Death Star. He's not in any trouble at the minute. He pokes back and luckily gets a bounce on the Death Star just there, and now he has the mouse coming behind. And watch this. He misses, the mouse misses, and he gets a nice shot into the mouse. So now he's going to focus the mouse. The mouse has used his adrenaline. He's going to get one more shot into the mouse, and he bounces his side. And the mouse really didn't like that bounce, and you'll see why very soon. So whoopzie now manages to take out the mouse. And there we go. Fucking lucker, and it doesn't stop. It really doesn't stop. Pay more. Got a Grille now, 500 damage. Pay more WZ, and seriously just keep watching, but also watch the gameplay because it's just fantastic. It's 3 against 3. Mouse again, you didn't saw RNG. Keep going mouse, keep crying. So they've got Tortoise down there, they've got the Grille, and you've got the Death Star still alive, so he does want to save his hit points. Tort is now dead. Again, the mouse, when I shoot it in WZ, and he will carry on. So the Death Star has now shot. He knows he's on a reload. So whoopzie's going to keep poking out. Pay more. Whoopzie, pay more. Pay more for RNG. If you could pay for RNG, I'm sure there will be some amazing players. And I'm sure I would get 8,000-9,000 damage every game if that was the case. Because I would actually pay for RNG. Legion. He's in Legion, they always get better RNG and they always get better matchmaking. If anyone didn't know that, then this is the first, you've heard it here first. Legion get better matchmaking and they get better RNG. This is why they win Twister Cup. It's got to be. This mouse has just said it. But now all what's left alive is this Death Star. Now whoopzie is actually a one-shot to the Death Star. If the Death Star can get... That mouse is so funny. If the Death Star can get a Hesh roll into the bottom plate, then he is a one-shot. So whoopzie knows that. He doesn't want to just YOLO and hope that the Death Star is using AP, because he is low. Pay more Wargaming. Yes, they pay a lot of money for this RNG. Look, more cash. He still goes on and he carries on. Death Star still's not been spotted. Now he has been spotted and he is a one-shot. Whoopsie pokes forward. The Death Star does shoots, not whoopzie, he does one-shot the Leopard PTA, but now whoopzie knows he's on a reload, so he's going to poke forward, he's going to rush around, and again the mouse is still going. Noob, you've got no right to call this man a noob. When you see what he does at the end of the battle, you are going to eat your words. So the Death Star now will have been reloaded, so whoopzie does need to be careful. He needs to get that shot in, and that's exactly what he does. So he finishes up on 4 kills, pay more whoopzie, and he finishes on a lovely 8.3k damage, 35,000 credits, 1865 base XP. Very, very nice indeed. That was an amazing battle, and a great holding that ridgeline was just fantastic. Next up we have a Grille, the Grille 15, and it is dead rail. And if you think that battle with whoopzie was good, this battle is just as good. And the play at the end, what he does is just fantastic. It is driven by the THECRIMSONCHIN from PRAMO clan on the NA server, and it's a monster. So already he is in the TD spot behind this bush, which can be absolutely amazing. He's already had 1 shot on the Centurion, gets 1 shot there, don't think he pens, but every time he shoots you'll see that he backs up. He shoots and he backs up. We get 1 shot there and he backs up. He doesn't want to be spotted. Now the enemy have got 3 TDs, one of them is a Death Star, so he can be spotted from here and he can be shot. So this is why every shot there, another one shot into the mouse, and again he backs up, still not spotted. The mouse takes out the green E75, and when Crimson is reloaded he pokes forward again and he tries. This is a shot and a half. That is a fantastic shot, and even there takes the shot and he backs up. But now it is 5 against 6, so a lot of work to still do. The Death Star now, luckily for him, has moved position, so he hasn't got to worry about him as much. E50M is running away there. He needs to get 1 shot into him, and he does get 1 side shot into him, but he is now spotted. So the E50 is now dead. Crimson is reloaded, so he's going to poke forward. He's going to get 1, doesn't quite get the mouse, but just look at the team. The team have just melted. It's now 2 against 5. We've got the Death Star and a Grille. 2 against 5. He's already done a little bit of damage, but the Crimson is not sitting where he is. He is relocating, which is a match winner. It's most other players will just sit there and try and get as much damage as they can before they die. Crimson, no, he's going to relocate into a different position other than where the Death Star is. So now they're going to cover more of the map. So you've got the T-57 there that's running up, and Crimson manages to get a shot into him to take him out. So it is now 2 against 4, so that's 1 tank less. The Death Star does a really fantastic job as well. The Object 268 has pushed the Death Star, which allows Crimson to focus him without the Object 268 focusing him back, and he gets 1 shot into the 268. The other 3 tanks have not been spotted. I don't think Crimson is spotted at the minute. The Death Star gets a low hesh roll into that 268, so it's a shame. He could have just used AP and he would have been nearly dead, or at least a 1 shot for Crimson. And again he's going to relocate. He's got no shots, he's got nothing to shoot at. There's still 4 tanks left alive, so he's going to relocate yet again, and he's going to manage to get a shot into this Object 268 without getting a shot back. So now the Object 268 is a 1 shot. The Death Star is now a 1 shot, and there's still a lot of hit points to get through. Reloaded, and he manages to take out one of the biggest guns in the battle. Still a Death Star about, so he does need to be careful with the Death Star. And there's an Object 704. So Object 704 does take out the Death Star, but Crimson does manage to take him out. So if he can manage to win this, it will be a Kolobinov. He's already got 3 kills. Luckily, he's full health. But if the Death Star takes one shot, one HE shot, or one HES shot, and the mouse takes a HES shot, or HE shot, sorry, then that's him dead. That's already him dead. The mouse can do up to 750 HE, and the Death Star can do 1600. So he is still playing it safe. Still plenty of time left on the clock, and he's trying to spot them. The mouse is now spotted, so he can poke forward and get one shot into him, and then he's going to hide behind this building. So already fantastic play from Crimson. One of the best battles in the Grille I've actually seen, not just for damage, but just the way he relocated when he did. And again, when he had shots on the 268, kills the 268, and then he relocates yet again. Unluckily for him, he pokes around the corner and there is a Death Star looking straight at him. So he does now lose 1100 of his hit points, but he does manage to take out the Death Star. So now it is just him and the mouse. So he's going to sit in, he's going to get the cap. The mouse is pushing forward, and he still needs to be very careful because the mouse can near enough one-shot him with HE, but I don't think the mouse is a great plan, and I love what he does here. The mouse is side scraping. He's not going to be able to pen him with the heat and the APCR, so you might as well pen him with HE. The HE on this thing still does 200-300 damage on tanks like the mouse, so you might as well do little bits of damage as you can. If he's going to sit in that side scraping spot, no problem, fire him with HE. Even if you have to shoot him 3 times, and he does it yet again, gets another shot, 200, nearly 300 damage. Mouse misses him, so now he knows he can reload before the mouse has reloaded. Is he going to get a high roll? He can clean him up if he gets a high roll. He wants that weak spot, but he doesn't get the high roll. He gets a low roll, and he gets a nice track shot into him. And now he is going to switch to the HE. He knows he can clear him up, shoot anywhere on the mouse, and he will clean him up. So fantastic battle. One of the best Grille battles I have ever seen. And he finishes on 8.6k damage. The Kolobinov, he gets the lot. So that is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the replays. Thanks for sending me them in, and I'll see you all soon.